Hello everyone, my name is Gary Chitwood. I'm 30 years old. I have two children. My son is 10 and my daughter is 7. I grew up here, right here in Tennessee. I'm a hometown kid, born and raised in Harriman. I went to Roane County High School, graduated in 2012. I actually went to Roane State in 2013, but due to my ex-wife becoming pregnant, I had to quit school and focus on work so I could provide for them. In 2012, I started working at the Morgan County Correctional Complex in Wartburg, Tennessee. I was a correctional officer for 3 years. After my second year, I got promoted to correctional corporal. I did that for about a year, and after that year, I decided that I needed to make more money to provide better for my family. So I started job searching. I ended up landing at a company called UCOR. They are a federal contractor through DOE, Department of Energy. I started out at Heritage Center, which is right off the main highway in Oak Ridge. They focus on removing the hazardous waste materials from the Manhattan Project from World War II. I did a lot of site maintenance and repairs. I did some hazardous waste removal work, chemical operations work. I then progressed into working at the landfill right outside of Y12, also in Oak Ridge. There I do similar activities. I deal with hazardous waste still, hazardous water. I put them into tankers and send them out. Dump waste trucks. But that's about it for that. So an interesting story that I wanted to get into is about how I met my fiance. So at the beginning of 2024, I got divorced. It was scary. I didn't know how to be a single parent. I didn't know how to live by myself because I had been married since I was 19 years old. So a lot of changes were happening for me. But in February, I met my now fiance. And it's kind of a crazy story because we actually met on a mobile app game called Rise of Kingdoms. So I began playing Rise of Kingdoms in 2012, very beginning of 2022, I'm sorry. And I met her about 2 months into the game, but we were just friends. I'd met a lot of people on this game virtually, some from the United States, a lot from other countries. And so she was no different than any other friend that I had on the game. But after I started going through my divorce, I kind of stopped playing as much, and several of my friends noticed, and she was one of them. And so she reached out to me, asked if everything was going okay, and so I told her that I was going through a divorce, and come to find out that she was also going through a divorce. And so we had a lot of things in common. We started talking, and come to find out we had a lot of things in common. Friends was our favorite TV show. We would quiz each other on Friends and to see who would know the most about it. We obviously had the game in common. And so we started talking for a couple of weeks, and I didn't really know how to feel about it. It was a long distance relationship. Come to find out that she lived in Ohio, and I just didn't really want to deal with that. That's a big step, but something kept telling me that I needed to pursue it. So I did. I pursued it. A few weeks into us talking, I ended up catching a very nasty stomach bug, and I was down for the count for a little while, and she insisted that she come help take care of me. So I allowed it, and I said, okay, fine. So she drove 5 hours one way just to come take care of me for the weekend. And I have to tell you, that weekend was the best weekend of my life. I knew instantly that, hey, this is exactly where I need to be. And so we did this for a few months. She'd come down and see me every weekend from Ohio and drive back on Sundays for work. And so we did this for a couple months, and then I was like, you know what? Let's forget this whole driving thing. why don't you move down to Tennessee? So she liked the idea. Only problem is her work. She has a good job, and she didn't know how they would take that. So she informed her work that she was wanting to move to Tennessee, and they actually offered her a remote position. So it worked out great. So she moved down here, got to work from home. I got to introduce her to my children, and they absolutely adored her. And so we've been doing that for about a year now. And in December, I asked her to be my wife, and of course she accepted. So our true love fairy tale came from playing a mobile app game. And, you know, to a lot of my friends and coworkers, they thought it was crazy, that it never worked, but it's been the best thing that I've ever done. And so 2024 started off rough. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I didn't know what to do. And now I'm sitting here at the beginning of 2025 thinking, you know, I have so much in front of me. I've got marriage coming in the future. I'm back in school, and my life's just going great. Career's going great. So I'm eager to meet all of you, watch your videos and respond, and can't wait to learn as much as I can from this college course. So thank you.